My name is Takaru, and I'm 10 years old. When I was 7 years old, I was running around the kitchen and bumped into a boiling pot of water. The boiling water got on my face, and I have a burn on the right half of my face. The doctors did everything they could to prevent a scar, but... Takaru, do you want to go to the amusement park? No thanks. Still, the scar from the burn didn't heal properly. Since then, I grew out my hair and did my best to hide my face.
If you go to the amusement park, we'll buy you popcorn, ice cream, or anything else you want.
I don't want anything. Come on, don't say that. Let's go have some fun. How am I supposed to go to the amusement park with a face like this? Takaru!
A face like what? Even with a burn scar, you're still you, Takeru. You're still just as handsome.
I don't want your empty compliments! Until I got this scar, I had an outgoing personality and had many friends. I loved going to school and even enjoyed going for walks outdoors, but... Hey, what happened to your face?
You look like a monster. His face looks melted and gross. I heard it's contagious if you touch him.
No way. Ever since I got this burn scar, everyone in my class started calling me a monster, treating me like some kind of disease. I used to love school, but it soon became one place that I hated going. I transformed into an introverted person, and my only happiness came from reading books. Reading a book while walking is a good idea if I do say so myself. If I just try to hide my face while walking, I would look like a weird person. But if I walk while looking down at a book, I'll look like a good kid that likes studying. One day. Please take my seat if you'd like.
Thank you so much.
Did you see that kid's face just now?
I did. I wonder what happened to him.
Oh, poor boy.
OMG. Look at this, guys. It looks so gross. Is that a skin inflammation? Doesn't his face look melted?
I wouldn't be able to walk around outside with a face like that.
Honestly, I totally agree. He's not even a human anymore. That's a monster. Emily, that's going too far.
I found out about this later, but that girl was Emily Matsuzaki, the daughter of the CEO of a large corporation called Mani Automobile. Childhood days. As the only daughter of the CEO of Mani Automobile, Emily was raised as a spoiled daughter.
Emily-tan, Daddy bought you the Morakua costume that you've been wanting.
Yay! I'm gonna be Cool Rose. When I become Cool Rose, I'm gonna win against all these bad guys like you do, Daddy.
Is that so? But, you know, Daddy isn't beating up bad people. He's just throwing away useless people who are like trash.
Throw away in the trash can?
Yep.
Throw away in the trash can!
Emily grew up with a father whose policy was to fire any employee who wasn't useful to him. As a result, she grew up to have a horrible personality.
Hey, why don't you have an arm?
Huh? Oh, I was in an accident.
You look so scary with a missing arm. I don't want you walking around outside like that. Maybe you should stay inside until your appearance is good enough to show other people. Do you even need a test to study when you don't have an arm? The fact that a monster like you is my peripheral vision makes me uncomfortable.
There was even a time when she almost made a classmate who had lost one of his arms drop out of school. But even terrible things like these were ignored by the school once Emily's father was involved. Emily had nothing to be scared of. It's not like I want to look like this either. If only I could. If only I could go back to that day. Oh no, she made him cry. The people around us said things like that so I could hear, but none of them defended me. I wouldn't have run around in the kitchen or go near the stove or boiling pot. Don't worry, honey. Don't listen to what someone like that has to say, okay? I was starting to hate all of society, not just school. I get off here. Have a good day, ma'am.
Oh, okay. You take care of yourself, sweetie.
The day that I was insulted by those schoolgirls was the worst day of my life. But I also had the best experience in my life that day. That experience was when I met Moriboshi-sama.
The framework is already completed. I believe you'll be able to open this place up by next spring. I see. This place is supposed to be able to hospitalize a lot more patients than the other locations. I want to add more greenery to the entrance and terrace. We need to add more locations that will soothe the patients.
This is what we have planned for the garden. The plants are currently being grown in the Moriboshi Corporation's botanical garden. We'll relocate the plants once they're in their most beautiful state.
I can relax since I know you'll be in charge of that, Nico.
Of course, sir.
Moriboshi-san is the head of the Moriboshi Corporation. Other than working as the CEO, he's also a doctor and scientist. Working as his assistant is his maid, Nico-san.
Huh? Is that?
Yes?
My name is Moroboshi. I'm a doctor. If you'd like, will you let me treat your burn scar?
What?
If you get surgery at my hospital, I'm sure your face will return to how it used to look.
Really?
Yep.
The scar will disappear?
Yep.
Everyone calls me a monster or a goblin because of my face. Even earlier, this girl that I didn't even know made fun of me.
I get it. Just believe in me and allow me to do surgery on you. I'll clear up your skin and make you look like you never got burnt.
But please! It was almost like a dream. 3 years after I burnt my face, I'm finally going to be able to get rid of this scar that's been tormenting me every single day. Half of me couldn't believe it was possible, but the other half of me really wanted this to work. I followed Moriboshi-sama with high hopes and...
You're going to be under anesthesia now. Breathe in slowly with me and breathe out. I'll get everything done while you're under anesthesia.
Okay. Moriboshi-san took responsibility to perform the surgery on me. It seems as though the burn was pretty bad, and that the surgery would be a difficult one, but nothing was impossible for Moriboshi-san. A few weeks later...
Hey, Takeru-kun.
Doctor...
Thank you for everything you did for our son. Oh? Your parents are here? Yes. We heard that you're taking off Takeru's bandages today, and we were worried. I see. Takeru-kun, how do you feel?
Same as always.
We're finally going to take off the bandages. How do you feel about that? Are you nervous?
Yes, I am.
Don't worry. Go ahead and take it off.
Oh my! Honey, Takeru's face!
Yeah. Come on, look at yourself in the mirror.
Is this really? In the mirror, I saw clear skin, as if I'd never gotten a burn in the first place.
I think it's healed up pretty well. What do you think?
Moriboshi-san! Thank you so much! Thank you so much! It was at that moment that I discovered my dream for the future. I want to become a doctor like you, Moriboshi-san!
Really? Oh, thanks for saying that. If you're serious about being a doctor in the future, I run a school with a medical degree course. Would you be interested in enrolling there on a scholarship? You won't need to pay any student fees until you've become a successful doctor.
Thank you so much! Taking Moriboshi-sama's kindness, I enrolled in the Moriboshi Cram School. After that, I studied hard every single day.
If your dream is to become a doctor like Moroboshi-san, Mom and Dad are going to do everything we can to support you.
Exactly. Just like Moriboshi-san healed your scar that day, we want to become a doctor that helps hundreds of people and give them hope. Thanks, Mom and Dad.
And finally, congratulations! Starting today, you're an official doctor here at the Moroboshi General Hospital. Who would have thought that the boy I did surgery on that day would grow up into such a successful adult?
It's all thanks to you, Moroboshi-san.
It makes me so happy to see you like this.
I was finally starting my job at the Moroboshi General Hospital. One day...
Gosh, Dr. Takeru, are you drinking energy drinks again? You can't keep doing that. You need to eat some vegetables too.
I thought so too, so I also bought vegetable juice today.
I've never seen you eat solid foods, Dr. Takeru. People are going to say that you're a bad example of a doctor, Dr. Takeru.
You're right. I want to eat a warm meal sometime soon.
Breaking news! There was a large fire at the Mani Automobile main branch. A fire started from one of the fuel tanks of the automobiles and consequently resulted in a couple of large explosions. The fire spread not only around the Mani Automobile main branch, but also to the other business buildings around the area. It is believed that all buildings will be in a terrible state. We'll pass it on to Yamaguchi-san, who is currently at the scene. Yamaguchi-san, how does it look over there?
Mani Automobile Corporation just around the corner. Oh no, we might have to bring in everyone on call.
Yeah, there will be a bunch of patients brought in here. I'm going to get prepped in the emergency room.
Yes, sir.
We got ready to get into action immediately. I was sure that this accident was going to bring in patients who had horrible burns, just like mine. And I thought, this was my time to help a bunch of lives and give hope to people. just like Moroboshi-san had done for me. I'm here to help if you need me.
Dr. Takeru, just in time. We can't handle everything on our own.
Dr. Takeru, please take a look at this patient over here.
Doctor, please help me.
It was at that moment,
This is my daughter. Please, please help her.
when I looked over at the patient that was brought into the emergency room. She was the girl that had insulted me that day on the train. It seemed like she had some fatal burns on her body, but she was still able to communicate.
Doctor, the patient is losing consciousness.
Emily, hang on.
Doctor!
I finally got a hold of myself. I had never forgotten the pain of the harassment I received from her that day. But the girl in front of me had a fatal burn and needed surgery immediately. Bring her to the operating room, now!
Yes, sir!
I stopped bringing my personal issues into this and brought her into the operating room. I'm going to start the skin plant operation on a patient with severe burns over the body.
Takeru-kun, are you ready?
Yes, we're going to start the anesthesia. You'll be okay. We'll finish the surgery while you're asleep. Surgery took many long hours. It was a high-risk surgery, but thanks to Moroboshi-sama's guidance through the phone, we were able to get through it. Whew. The time is 1:48. We have successfully completed the skin transplant surgery. All we need to do now is wait for the patient to regain consciousness.
Yes, sir.
Great work today, sir.
Oh, Dr. Moroboshi.
Great work out there.
Thank you for your help as well.
You don't seem too happy even after a successful surgery. What's the matter?
The truth is, I know the patient I operated on.
Is she your friend?
No. There was a high school girl that said rude things to me on the train when I was in elementary school. She said that I was a goblin and a monster. I didn't think I'd see her again like this.
I see. You did well despite the circumstances.
Thank you. Before I brought her to the operating room, I was taken over by the desire to seek revenge.
If you ever want to get revenge, get in contact with me after she gets released from the hospital. Once she's out, I'll do what I can so you can get the revenge you're hoping for.
Thank you so much. A few months after the surgery, I'm coming in.
Dr. Takeru.
You can finally take off your bandages today.
Yeah. I heard that I got terrible burns. Does that mean my face under these bandages is...
It'll be okay. You're still the same pretty Emily-san. Go ahead, continue.
Okay.
As she took off her bandages, there was no burn scar on her face, and Emily was just as pretty as she was before.
Doctor! Thank you so much! Thank you so much!
The girl in the hospital bed reminded me of myself on the day I took my bandages off.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Emily-san, do you remember me?
Huh? What are you saying? Of course I do. You're the doctor that saved my life, Dr. Takeru.
I guess you're right. If she had remembered me, I might have wanted to get revenge. But seeing Emily say that with a genuine smile, it made me remember that I became a doctor so that I could see patients smile like that. Hello, Moroboshi-san. About the case from before. It's over and done with, so I'm okay.
Are you sure? If that's what you want, it's okay with me.
Yes, that's all I wanted to let you know. I'll talk to you again soon. Oh, by the way, Emily-san.
Huh?
Don't do anything to hurt people's feelings anymore, okay?
Of course!